hold off that lobby position. If you know nobody's pushing that way, C's safe. The rotation can come, the lean can come from the rest of them as the shots get traded out. soulcas is found, and now ScreaM knows a majority of the players of KRU are still hanging out towards A lobby.
Well, and the thing is, their ScreaM was in soulcas was in a pretty rough spot, right?
Yeah,
like he was in that cubby. He only had 45 HP after the initial touch. So for him to walk away with at least getting 1 kill and weakening up Delzik a decent amount, that's a win. That feels
30
good.
seconds left.
keznit hearing the turret just on the other side. He's going to try to get the rotators here. keznit has possibly the round in his hands if he has the kills to come across on TL's rotation. Nivera from heaven now on that Sova. Can he put up the damage here just on the planter? That's going to be a bit on Klaus, but not enough as the rest of the utility is set up for post-plant.
It certainly didn't feel good. Nivera playing up in heaven. And you mentioned the flanks. There's one of them as keznit drops at the hands of Link. Now they can turn their attention to the site as Jamppi creeps his way forward. He's going to check that first 50, swings around, drops him. Link does the same. That was pretty clean, Riv.
Yeah,
that looked good.
Coming in strong. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of util call out for TL of what Nivera was hearing up top. There wasn't a rain of leer that came into the site. Little things like that are being called all the time. And I'm coming out here. They do see Mazino, but that's only one down on the bottom side of A. Spike's still in window, so no full committal here from KRU. They're really trying to read the plays. Like you said, it's a buy. There's no reason to rush in here and make this a round where you're just trying to destroy TL's economy. You're trying to destroy TL altogether.
Right. And it's a high-risk, high-reward game, right? If you invest here and you fumble the round, things don't go your way, you're sitting in a pretty tough spot financially, so you really need to make this convert, and Nivera getting the opener there looking good. soulcas, the gravity well pulls him right back, but Nivera is able to get a second. Now Klaus is going to get the spike down.
Spike planted. Coming back.
But I like the setup.
Yeah, 3 in sight. Slow walk over as TL realizing, you know, late flank last time. Let's give it a second chance. As now TL groups here for the retake. Utility is not too great on the side of KRU. They're going to have to hit their shots. A few ways to get in the dash for disruption coming from Jamppi, or ScreaM possibly.
Oh, okay. You awake?
Headshot machine is online to start things off. Jamppi there. And Doug, that's going to be another quick one from him as they retake the site. 1, 2, 3. We figured it could be a tough one as KRU purchase, but TL solidify a second one for themselves as we go to round 3.
And that just looked so blah, right? Like been ahead of forecast, if you will. We'll see if those come into play. Timing just not on keznit's side there.
Link starts this one off with that first kill, and it's a great point for the lockdown being up. Klaus has then been the guy to plant, the guy to grab an orb if possible. A huge focus there for KRU if you have lockdown that early. Another trade from NagZ. Some of these sheriffs are connecting, Doug.
It's not a bad start. It hasn't been easy.
Nope.
For them to get this far, but it hasn't been a bad start at all. With that, you mentioned some of the damage that went down. soulcas down to 19 HP, so he's kind of going to have to play this a bit more slowly, but as we saw in round 1, Riv, he was in a bad spot, and he managed to get a kill with it anyway.
Oh, I feel like there's... Obviously, we're going into round 3, but I feel like this could be an explosive game. Yinsu started it off. You know, the games have not gone as expected today. The region's expected to lose and put up fights that a lot of people have had their eyes widened by here, and you wonder if KRU can now start this off as they get into their next round. It should just be TL getting back to retake the site with guns. It should be TL's round. The KRU could easily pull this off.
Well, and they feel really confident in it. You see they've dropped that lockdown, and yeah, if they continue to play things out, they'll farm up another. You've got NagZ who's playing this cheeky little flank, wrapping his way around defender spawn. If he gets the timing right, it's going to be problematic, but soulcas and the rest of the team start to work their way forward. Again, it's a game of delay. If you can delay long enough for NagZ to get into a good spot, he's going to be able to rip this thing right up, and he does that. He's able to take care of Nivera. Klaus pushing in on the same side as well. Jamppi left in that 1v2. Both players on KRU are weak, but there's just not going to be enough time. KRU are on the board.
Beautifully played. The sheriff round comes next. Round 3, garage take for KRU.
The leer's there, but you're going to have to get through the alarm bot. They managed to do so. There's still the defenses of Liquid that are still on the site, but they're beginning to crumble. They fall apart. KRU is already taking care of 2. That's going to allow them to get onto the site. Should allow them to get the spike down, but we'll see if soulcas and ScreaM are able to do anything to rip this bad boy back. Nivera is there as well. There we go. Shock dart.
Only a bit of damage.
Doing quite yet. soulcas with 4, but Klaus rips it back. Klaus gets 3. We're tied up at 2 apiece.
He kind of plays the, you probably wouldn't think I'd be here again. But that's when he comes up with another, surely not, another 2 kills. And again, KRU, slow play across the map. We did see that it was Delzik on the left side towards C. Now it's NagZ as they work the operator and they change up how they're looking at the map. Quick tag.
This is not real. This is a fake. I mean, and it makes sense, right?
What is
like
real?
KRU. Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose it is real. Maybe not the right word there. But they've hit A so many times that they're just kind of biting on that now, right? You see the lockdown comes out as well. That's actually so much room for KRU to work with. And yeah, you've got the gravity well. You buy him some time. The Hunter Series going to come out as well. And holy smokes, that could be everything as they're getting everything that they want. Link is an anchor who refuses to give up an inch as he gets 3 on the round so far. Looking for more 4. Can he get the ace? Last player's in garage. Go out there, challenge it, man. Yeah, baby, give it to him. Link with the ace. Liquid at 3.
It's true.
Enough to draw out the lockdown. Riv, it's kind of scary to think that if Link doesn't go Super Saiyan there, Liquid may be in some trouble in that round.
Absolutely. That Cosmic Divide gives them all the site agency they would need. As Jamppi trades one as Mazino comes back there.
Good little 1-for-1 there. ScreaM dashing back, staying alive, has that op in tow. Also 1 point from having the Blade Storm to work with. For KRU, you know, we've talked a bit about how they like to lean towards A. One of the other things that we have to draw attention to, when it comes to their play style is it's been slow, right? Like it's been poke and prod at the beginning, and for Liquid, as you start to kind of figure some of that out, you're able to get these early picks that you may have not gotten at the beginning, and you can shut this down very effectively.
Yeah, here they thwart KRU too. They're like, how can we not find ScreaM? Oh, wait, there he is in B. We just saw him at A, but he gets himself to a good position. We saw him leave that site immediately, and as the sniper, you always have to keep moving. Is the Blade Storm going to come through here for NagZ? He's got a few more. There's going to be 2, but it's the eyes of ScreaM. Is he going to be able to lock down the site in time for soulcas to be able to get here? It doesn't. They've already switched up how they played. Keznit, it was the pistol round flank, but now he's with the team. They need those flashes. They would even more so if it was Sky and more identification from Trailblazer, but Keznit on the Rainy here. Trying to find some frags for the team. The Empress is online, so it could be big for this round as Jamppi in Sewers is able to pick up a few with Link on the other side.
Dude, he was in such a good spot there, and they had no idea that that's where he was through all of that. But KRU finding some space to work with. They've gotten back on A, but you've got to get through the final bosses of Nivera and Link. Well, actually, just Nivera for now, as Link is still kind of playing a bit further back. Utility invested from the Astra to buy some more time. Mazino looking to get the spike down anyway and manages to do so, but still has so much in front of him. He still has to find his way through this 1v2. Isolates a gunfight to 1v1. Nivera drops down, manages to rip his face off along the way, and gets the defuse for Liquid.
A second flying heaven kill coming out of the window.
Angel's wings,
This guy, Angel's wings here for Nivera. Feeling good, does pick up the operator for the team. We'll get that transferred back over. In such a close round there, even with the, like you said, another direction to play through.
Lighter buy coming out for the Latin American team here.
Yeah.
The Spectres and a couple pistols to work with. And this is slightly different, right? This is much faster than what we've seen out from KRU. But as much as things change, they stay the same. We're going back to A.
They've gotten themselves in. This could be a good attack here. Yeah, Jamppi goes down. His utility is gone, but Nivera is trying to rip it with the Odin. He can't get enough.
No, he does get 2 there, but soulcas drops. Numbers advantage in favor of KRU. The spike has made its way into the site. Op, not landing initially. He does have the Blade Storm as well, so if he wants to get real spicy with it, I suppose he can go. But Liquid here, trying to find their way through. They have the Cosmic Divide to work with as well. They have a pretty comfortable lead. No real reason to save your way into this thing, right? You kind of want to roll the die and see if you can make something happen. First steps first, take care of that. The Hunter Fury is going to come out from his Xeno, try to clear out the player up in heaven. You just heard the Blade Storm come online as well, and that should be the cue that they want to take the fight, that they want to figure something out. He's playing this tight corner. The swing out from Keznit so good, and he's going hunting, baby. He's going aggressive. He lands the shots. Keznit gets 4 to get KRU to 4. Otherwise, KRU going back to what has really been their recipe, so to speak, for the last couple of rounds. One difference is you do have that op in the hands of NagZ, and that's a great start onto ScreaM.
That's an incredibly big start, because whether ScreaM has an op or not, he's also a big player in general for TL and can often be found getting the first frag. So to have him off the board will separate the map a little bit more. And it's going to be that hit again here for KRU.
soulcas is in a good spot. soulcas is in a good spot. He's able to get 2 with the Vandal. The flash to make sure there's nobody else, but you're good, brother. Ain't nobody coming, at least quite yet. Now the spike makes its way in through short, and they still have the defenses. They're doubling down. soulcas gets a third, a fourth. And it is interesting for Liquid, right? Like, they're playing notably off, right? Like, you've only got ScreaM, who just now made his way up to heaven. He wasn't there a second ago, so he still has that op to hold the angle. And KRU find themselves back on A. The smoke coming out from the Astra to create a bit of space to allow them to creep their way onto the site. And that's already, oh, the foot! No. You blew his toe off!
To take that angle as well. Oh my word, ScreaM gets one. keznit's gonna answer back. That's a big frag that they have the site. TL's retakes have been fantastic, but how good can this denial be? There's the Cosmic Divide, and that's huge. Great play from delzik.
Yeah, it's gonna be countered though. They're gonna drop their own Cosmic Divide on top of the null command, so this should be it for them. They want to go forward. keznit going aggressive, and he gets dropped at the hands of Link. What more do they have in their tank? They find themselves down to 3 members left. Liquid with the advantage, and it's only going from bad to worse as delzik drops. Liquid get to 8. It was a decent setup, but Riv, you've got to draw attention to this as well. The smoke was off, and it's those tiny things, right? Like the Astra smoke allows the op shot to come through. That getting a little antsy. Come on, guy, take the space. Oh, no, right?
Good crossfire.
Oh, but Nivera's in a good spot. Not just blindly walking through. The timing is great. Nivera, get out of here, bro. The guy, he just joined the team. What the heck?
Oh, can he be on the ground for a kill? Is that cool?
No, it's more fun this way.
Nivera. delzik, however, comes up and shuts us up as well. Liquid lose 2 immediately, and that could be a C site now. If they can push down and figure out where the rest of these members are, this is going to be big. Nice push by delzik. What else can he find out?
Very nice push to take all of this away, and you've got a couple of members that are very weak on the side of Liquid. But ScreaM with his 1 HP, proving that that's all you need.
30 seconds
That's
left.
the call. Where they buy guns, that's
where we're going.
That's the call when you get killed like that, and you just kind of sigh to yourself. That means TL read it, right? They pushed themselves back. They said, well, how aggressive will KRU be? And we saw all the way to spawn was the answer there. C-site, as I said, will be the take.
10 seconds left.
And it looks like they'll get a plant down here with plenty of time. What can Mazino do? He has drone, he has sonar bolt.
And you saw Nivera drop the dart back there, back sight, make sure there was nobody pushing forward. Understanding Mazino is likely coming from this way. It was just a bit early, but gets the info. There goes Mazino trying to push forward, takes care of Nivera. Remember, he's got a couple of weak players.
Ooh.
But that's all he's got. Jamppi cleans things up, even drops a turret just to make sure. No, it's a bit concerning, right? Like, let's be honest here, it's a bit concerning for KRU because it's taking big, heroic multi-kills like that just to give them a fighting chance in the round. That's an excellent start, though, for Mazino to take care of not just any old player, not just getting the opening kill, but to take out ScreaM as well.
Little noise in mid. We'll see what Jamppi does with this as he's calling the IGL shots for this movement. So he'll focus in towards mid. The team now goes towards A as they have KRU sorted for this to work out.
Mazino has the Hunter Siri. And you've got, unfortunately, not a ton of health on either he or NagZ.
Yeah.
But that's where you see, like, NagZ's playing a bit off, right? Like, if you want, give up A, kind of fight around that, trades it right back, right? Like, we're back to equal footing.
So he knows 2 in B. He can easily call that Spectre and a Vandal rotating over from B. That allows the team to know they're in sight, and Liquid just gets all this info that makes things seamless.
And the knife spots one. There we see the Hunter Fury coming out from Mazino. He's linked so far back. Shouldn't be any problems as far as the utility from KO comes out, and Nivera takes care of things as well. It's just 2 left on the side of KRU as Nivera gets the spike down. 1 step closer to getting that Hunter's Fury online. Mazino up in heaven, not able to do anything, man, as Nivera just clotheslines him, and soulcas gets the last. Liquid get to 12. This is with this, they do have the Cosmic Divide out from delzik, and they have the Empress from keznit, so you have some tools here. Oh, NagZ, that spot's been given away, so there's no cheeky little 50 that can cause problems. Okay, well, he went right back into it, and I don't think they saw that, so this could be something.
So they have drone. They actually bolt out beautiful. Now KRU's going to have to reconsider this. They can actually destroy that lockdown if they do get a good shot on it, but Nivera's going to push right through, Doug.
keznit did invest the Empress, so we'll see. It was just one. It was just one. Is Klaus looking to anchor things as well, not able to do so. delzik's left alone in this 1v3. Jamppi getting the spike down. You're going to have to pull off some sort of miracle, my guy, just to keep this map alive. But what can you do, the Spectre? That's all it really has some util as well, but that's really it. Spike ticking away. Slowly playing time, but the turret's going to give his position away as soon as he swings out, right? Like an understanding that. Drop set, yeah. Oh, but the null command is so good. The null command is so good. soulcas gets through.